In my year 10 summer exams, I was sort of getting like a range from fives to sixes, sevens, sort of in that range. But in my GCSEs, I ended up getting everything above a seven, so sevens, eights, and nines. The main things I did, so before I would write all the content out in a notebook, I would just look over textbooks before the exam. That was sort of my main studying technique. But I'd scrapped all that and I was just writing flashcards, because even writing them out and just testing myself on them so that I would like take out the knowledge was really useful. And then just past papers, I saved a lot of time by just scrapping out all the rewriting and looking over, highlighting, looking over textbooks, and just completely putting all my focus on past papers and flashcards. I think I'm most proud of, like, I'm a lot more confident with my academics, because in year 10 and the start of year 11 I would always be like, oh, I'm not smart, like blah blah blah. But I suppose anyone could be smart at like whatever subject they wanted. It's just how, if you don't know how to carry it out in exams, you won't think of yourself as smart. But because I know that like it's achievable getting a good grade, like, I just have to apply what I know. It's made me a lot more confident and a lot more like a positive mindset of like, even not even about just my subjects, my level subjects, in a lot more things, but sort of like external to my subjects. I would recommend it to basically everyone, especially if they're struggling with knowing how to actually revise and if they find it hard to revise, because it was also good not just for knowing how to revise, but keeping like motivated throughout the course of your, like, whether you're revising for GCSEs or A levels. So I did have a maths tutor at the time. The maths tutor was really, really good, but only for maths. So I couldn't transfer any of the skills to my other subjects. I guess a tutor can teach you all the content and make you understand the content, but they can't like coach you on how to actually learn it and apply it in exams. So with the academic coaching, just understanding the skills of how to, process the information and like retain it in your brain so you can take it into exams and, put it into exam condition, and you can apply that for any subject. And I've even taken all the academic skills that I learned in the coaching through to my A levels, which I've taken completely new subjects in my A levels, and I can still see the results. I've had recently my predicted end of year A level exams, and for them I got AAA. So I remember you telling us a lot that it's about the mark scheme. So like, anyone can know the content, but it's how you answer and what the exam boards are specifically looking for. With remembering this, I looked at the mark scheme for EPQ, and I remember like really focusing into the higher grade boundaries and what they were specifically looking for, and making sure that each time I added to it, it was ticking the boxes from the like higher boundaries. I think that's the main thing, really, just sticking to the mark scheme and what they actually want, because a lot of people think it's about the 5,000 word essay and making sure that's all right, but it's not. It's actually, I think that was 20% of the marks, and the actual marks are in the process, which people didn't understand. Yeah, they've never given out 50 out of 50 before, so they were also like asking me on the day like, oh, have you seen your result? And I was just like, yeah, I'm so surprised. And they were like, oh, you should be so proud of yourself.